Hi everyone, this is Jackie Jones, founder and CEO of Way We Do. Today I'm going to take you through how to connect Microsoft Forms with Way We Do with the use of Microsoft Flow. Microsoft Flow is a connector and it enables several web applications to talk to each other so you can automate processes. So I've created a form in Microsoft Forms called a customer complaint form, and this form can be embedded directly into your website. And when this form is completed, I then want this customer complaint process to run in Way We Do for the store manager to use it so that they can determine how the complaint was received, ensuring that the customer has been apologized to and that they're comforted, understanding the complaint further, and then being able to remedy and compensate for that issue if that's required, understanding the full outcome of that customer. So are they satisfied with the outcome or are they still dissatisfied? Being able to trace the case, so what exactly happened, so what were the reasons that contributed to the issue that occurred, and then how do you prevent that from happening in the future. So let's go back to Microsoft Flow, and we're going to create the process to connect Microsoft Forms with Way We Do. So Microsoft Flow is available from your Office 365 subscription. If you don't have an Office 365 solution, then simply go to Microsoft Office 365. I'm sure that you'll be able to sign up to a demo or a trial account. And the same with Microsoft Flow, you'll be able to start a trial account there. You can also simply go to flow.microsoft.com and sign up to a trial from that particular URL. So when you log into Microsoft Flow, you'll see this link on the left-hand side called My Flows. From there, you'll be able to create a new flow starting from a blank perspective. Okay, so we're now about to create the flow. The first step that we're going to do is search for a connector and trigger. So we're going to search for Microsoft Forms. So I'll select Microsoft Forms here, and Microsoft Forms have actually one trigger and one action available. So the trigger is when a new response is submitted, and the action is getting the response details from the data that's filled in on that form. So we're going to use, to begin with, a trigger, so when a new response is submitted. It will then ask us to pick a form that has been created in Microsoft Forms. And so the one that we created was the customer complaint form. From there, we're going to click New Step, and we're going to add a particular type of condition, which is called Apply to Each. And this means that any of the actions that we create are going to apply to each of the steps in this process. So the first item we're going to choose on the right-hand side here is a list of response notifications. And so this is all the data that has been submitted into that Microsoft form. Next, we're going to click Add an Action. And you'll see here that this action is within this Apply to Each container. So I'm going to again search for Microsoft Forms, select that item, and we're going to choose the action Get Response Details. From there, it's asking us to choose a form ID, so that's the customer complaint form. And then it's going to ask us for a response ID. So on the right-hand side, so sometimes it doesn't come up with all the data straight away, so you may need to click on the See More links or other items that are available there. But we're going to choose this particular item, List of Response Notifications Response ID. Next, we'll click Add an Action. And here, this is where we're going to choose Way We Do. And Way We Do has a range of actions available. The one that we want to use is the Create Checklist instance. Way We Do then asks us the name of the procedure ID, so the master checklist. So it's the customer complaint process there. Then we can enter a title. So when the instance runs, we don't necessarily want to call every single instance a customer complaint process. We want to give it a unique title. And so it could be the name of the customer that we're managing that complaint process for. So in that case, you can enter in standard text. So it could be customer complaint if you want to enter those words. And then on the right-hand side, there's a range of fields that you can select that come from the form itself. And the item that I would like to use is what is your name? So that's one of the questions that was created in that form. And that means whatever's added or however that customer enters that name, that's how it's going to be entered. So if it's Bob Smith, or simply just Bob, then that is how this instance title will be named. So we don't have to actually put in words such as customer complaint beforehand, because when it runs in Way We Do, you'll be able to see both the master title as well as the instance title. So I'm going to remove these words for now. Okay, next we're going to add the user ID. So which user in Way We Do that will be responsible for running this activated checklist instance. So I know that myself, Jackie at Way We Do, has been added to the store manager role. So I'm going to select that particular user, so which is me. From there, we've now finished creating our process, and I'm going to click Save. And of course, with any process that you create, you need to test it. So we can give it a title. So Microsoft Flow has added this title automatically. You can simplify it because it's simply just taking these titles here from the Flow process. So I want to simplify it. I'm going to call it when a Microsoft Flow customer complaint form is submitted, create a checklist instance. Okay, so I'll click Save again. Okay, so now we're going to test this process simply by clicking the Test button here. I always choose I'll perform the trigger action myself and then click Save and Test. And so Microsoft Flow is saying this may take a few moments. I'm now going to go to our customer complaint form and complete it. So I'm going to add today's date. I'm going to enter the name of the store. So we're based in Greenslopes. What is your name? I'm going to call this Samantha Smith. What is your email address? So sam@smithville.com. Your phone number and the details. Bad coffee today. Click Submit. So now this form has been submitted. So if we go back to our flow test, you can see that the process was just running there and it said that the flow ran successfully, and we have little green ticks for each step of that process. So I'm going to open up Way We Do. So I've logged in to this account here as editors at Way We Do. I'm going to create and open up another one, which is I've logged in as Jackie at waywedo.com. And if I go to the dashboard, we're going to see here all the activities that have run and the instances that have run. This one here, Samantha Smith, is the one that we just ran. And we can see the master activated checklist master name. So if I click that item, I can now see that this process has been activated. I can now start to run through the process there. So I'm going to go through each of those steps. So I understand so it was bad coffee, poor quality. And then we have the additional steps that display. So apologizing to the customer, provide a refund, offer to swap the product to something else. What was the outcome? So the customer was satisfied. And then we go further. So what actually happened? So it was other, and then what steps we need to do in the future. So I'm going to provide some more staff training there. And so this process has now ended. And that's the completed process there. And so on the activity tab here, we can see that the process started today at 12:29 p.m. and this is when it ended. This is the name of the instance, and it was instigated or initiated by Microsoft Flow. Okay, so let's go back to our other process here. Okay, so this process ran successfully, and so I encourage you to create your own Way We Do account if you don't have one already. To create a new trial account, simply go to waywedo.com. There'll be buttons on the homepage where you can create a new trial. If you need any support, just contact our support team. So you can email support@waywedo.com. You can also go to our knowledge base, which is at support.waywedo.com. And if you would like this particular process to be installed into your account, then please reach out to our support team again, and we'll get that organized and install that into your account. Good luck with your Microsoft Flow and connecting Microsoft Forms with Way We Do, and we look forward to speaking with you in the future.